All right, guys, so I stumbled across this interesting feminism debate that kind of went off the rails, right? As it is a debate between 4 promotional girls. And what I mean by promotional girls, they're like boxing promoter girls, okay? You know, the girls in the ring that like wave the sign or whatever, they're obviously there because they look good, right? Those girls and this older former model who is a feminist, right? And this debate is supposed to be about what feminism means and if what these girls are doing, right, these promoter girls, is actually good for feminism. Now, I thought that feminism was supposed to be about equal rights for women and women having the same opportunities as men, right? Women being able to do what women want to do, right? However, apparently not, according to this former model, when it comes to what these girls are doing. And I thought that this conversation was fascinating, so I wanted to react to it because I thought it would make an interesting video. So before I get in this, I just want to let you guys know, if you like my channel, you want to support my channel, you can do so using the links in the description below. You support the Patreon, you support the PayPal, you support the merch. There are multiple ways to support the channel if you would like to do so, including getting yourself one of my signature racist mugs, which is the 2022 definition of racist according to the Democrat Party, which is basically anybody who disagrees with them. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this.
You are a boxing ring girl,
yes,
right? You've heard what Frank had to say. How do you feel? You know, people say you're being objectified, it's demeaning.
I have never felt that in the 5 years that I've worked in this industry. If I'm honest, in the past week, I've probably received some of the worst comments from women applauding this ban than I have ever received in that industry.
What sort of comments?
So from feminists?
From women calling themselves feminists, they're not empowering us or supporting us, but they have come out with some derogatory comments. They're insulting our intelligence based on our occupation. They're calling us prostitutes online, which is, you know, it's very upsetting and insulting.
Isn't that interesting, right? Ain't it interesting how so-called feminists, women that are supposed to be supporting women's rights, right? Women's rights to do anything that a man can do, are basically trying to judge these women for simply being a ring girl. Now, here's the thing, you know, they are making money off their bodies. I mean, they are being objectified, but at the same time, aren't feminists supposed to be for women doing what they want to do, regardless of whether or not they're being objectified, right? I mean, last time I checked, I thought feminists were for, you know, the strippers, the OnlyFans girls, the adult stars. I thought they were for that, right? I thought they were for women being able to do this stuff without being judged. But apparently not. I think we're going to find out where some of this hate is coming from these so-called feminists.
I don't think that being a glamorous adornment is a bad thing. You know, I'm a business development consultant in the day, and I do this for fun and as a hobby. And feminists are going on and on and on about how it's degrading to women. The women that are actually doing it don't feel degraded, and we're not being given the choice to decide now whether we want to do it or
And
not.
when you see the likes of Kim Kardashian posting topless selfies and all the same feminists attacking you, say, well, this is wonderful, liberating feminist empowerment. Is there a hypocrisy there?
Yeah, I think there is, yeah. And I wore this on my 30th birthday, and I've worn it on the darts. There is no difference what I wear on a night out to what I wear on the darts. I just get paid well for it.
Sam, you are a so-called grid girl.
Yes, I am, yes.
So have you lost employment?
Not necessarily. I mean, the F1 job, yes, we have lost. Unfortunately, that is now no longer there.
How do you feel about that?
Disappointed, to be honest. I feel that, like you say, the so-called feminists, I don't believe they can call themselves feminists, because to be a feminist, the whole idea is to empower women to make their own choices and do what they want to do. And if you're sat there saying, as a feminist, I don't think you should do this, then actually you're not letting women make their own choices.
Couldn't agree more. I could not agree more.
That's not what feminism actually is. Feminism is not about that. Feminism is about equality. It's about treating men and women the same. This is clearly a situation in which women are treated differently to men. Some jobs become obsolete in the name of progress. That is just a fact.
And also,
in the name of progress, I mean,
Wait, so is she saying that women should not be allowed to do whatever they want to do, right? Is that what she's saying as a feminist? Women should not be allowed to do jobs that objectify them or that make other women look bad. Right? I think that's what she's saying. Okay, because apparently, you know, she doesn't like the fact that men are objectifying these women, and if they're doing something that is not traditionally the role of a man, then they're not actually making progress for women in feminism. Again, I find that to be interesting, considering how, again, I thought feminism was supposed to be about women being able to do whatever they wanted to do, including what men do. But hey, here's the thing. I will say this. No man will ever get paid to be a ring boy, right? To make money off their looks like this. Now, obviously, there are some men who can make money off their looks, but it's only men that like are literally the top of the top men in terms of looks, right? Facial structure, body, all that, right? I mean, you got women now. Again, no, harm to these women right here. All of them look good, but they're not the top of the top. Okay, they're not the creme de la creme. Okay, they still look pretty good. Hey, it is what it is, but it ain't the creme de la creme. For a man, right? You got to be the creme de la creme to make money like they do off their looks. Okay, period. And I'm just talking about in general in society in terms of who can and can't make money off their looks.
We celebrated suffrage this week, 100 years of women women getting the vote. When women were fighting, when the suffragettes were trying to get votes for women, there were women queuing up to say women were not intelligent enough to vote. So there will always be turkeys voting for Christmas.
Okay, let's go to...
I ain't gonna lie. That's kind of a good line. Okay, there will always be turkeys voting for Christmas. Okay, I think that, again, she's not necessarily going along with what we thought feminism was supposed to be, but that is a good line. That is a good line.
To Jade, you're a snooker walk-on girl. You're good friends with Jimmy White, the snooker champion. What do you feel about this debate?
I just think it's really disappointing because, like the girls say, we're getting judged on our job as a whole, and people think that we're not intelligent. They think we're just being placed as an object. It's far from the truth.
Isn't the concern that because you're there, because you're glamorous and beautiful, that you are judged to only be glamorous and beautiful, and actually it doesn't acknowledge all the other skills.
Models.
All the other skills.
Nate Campbell is only judged to be beautiful.
I was actually asking the women.
But isn't that our free will to do so? But there's so many women, so many successful women who are business women. I'm a businesswoman. There's women that are barristers, judges, sports women, but not everyone aspires to be that level. Some men do not aspire to be that level. What this is about is our freedom of choice in a democratic society being taken away from us.
I don't see how any woman, Beverley, can listen, honestly, to these four young ladies and not think they're perfectly in control of what they're doing.
This is not about the individuals, Piers.
Why aren't they entitled to have the right to do their jobs?
Of course it's about the individuals. They're losing their living.
They can't do the same thing.
Sorry, they're losing their jobs, so how can it not be about them?
It isn't me. What happens in these debates, which are about women being given opportunities, being not treated as sex objects primarily, about giving the next generation of girls something to aspire to be. I do not know a mother of daughters who wants their daughter to grow up to just be judged for what they look like.
Wow. Wow. If a man said that, they would be called a sexist, right? If a man said the things that she's saying right now, you would be called sexist for saying that, right? Again, I wonder where all this is coming from. I think we're going to find out in a little bit, right? But I think most mothers, right, when they, think about what they want from their daughters, a lot of them just want grandkids. Right? Let's keep it 100. They just want grandkids. And these women, as long as they're marriage material, they should be able to provide that, okay? And I don't think being a ring girl doesn't necessarily mean that you're not marriage material, but obviously you got to bring some other things to the table at the house, at the home, in order to be that, right? Again, I just feel like if a man was saying the things she was saying, that we would be judged heavily for saying that and saying that we're sexist for telling these girls that they should be objectifying themselves, okay, and that they should be, doing something else like being a housewife, right? Again, I just find this to be fascinating.
These might all be fabulously intelligent women.
I think that's a very snobby, condescending,
but in that particular environment, there is no sense in which they are able to display those particular talents. They are there purely because of what they look like.
There is an argument. This has become almost a class war. I think there are lots of mothers out there that would be very proud of their daughters, actually.
I'm sure their mothers are proud of them.
I'm sure they're proud of them. But what happens happens in these debates is the bigger picture. So let's say the bosses from F1. I mean, it's very brave of Frank to come in here because most of the men in this debate are silent. And what happens is women are encouraged to slug it out in public with other women, which is not what feminism is about at all. That's what we're doing here. It's not about me versus them.
Equality.
It is. So have some
about choices.
boys,
and if it's their choice, you're taking away their choice.
They have no choice, Frank. Okay, so if they rocked up to your match...
Wow. Now they don't have a choice. Now again, I guarantee you when it comes to the topic of abortion, she would be singing a whole different tune, right? When it comes to standing up for what I think feminism should be, right? This woman, what she thinks feminism should be, women don't have a choice, right? Your body, not your choice, right? But when it comes to, life and preserving life, your body, your choice, right? Again, I find that fascinating how that works.
I'm going to wear jogging pants and a hoodie top. How would you feel about that? Would you give them the choice?
Why should they wear... Actually, we've had girls dressed up...
They have no choice.
Sorry.
Wait. Peace out. We're all here to have a friendly debate. You were a model. You modelled for years, right? What is the difference between you exercising your right to model in a sexy, glamorous way and these young ladies doing the same thing?
There are male models. Pierce.
What? What? Yeah, she's a hypocrite, a giant hypocrite. So she modeled for years. She was a formal model. And now she's gotten older and more wrinkly and she can't do that job anymore. And now all of a sudden, she's hating on these younger, more beautiful models because they're doing what she can't do. She's been replaced. So now she's saying, oh, no. Y'all can't do this. You can't make money off your looks the same way I made money off my looks. Because my looks are obsolete, right? I've become obsolete. So therefore, you guys must not be objectifying yourself because, men don't objectify me anymore, right? Men don't objectify me anymore, so you can't be objectified by men. I think that's where a lot of this is coming from. This is coming from a place of hate and jealousy, right? That is where this is coming from. I believe so. In fact, I'm going to screenshot this frame right here because... this is probably going to be used in the thumbnail, okay? I think this is going to be used in the thumbnail.
That's simple.
Do you know what? I respect
what you say. There are males there.
But I'm
Listen to the girls.
we have to leave it.
Monaco used them in F1. British touring cars have used them. The
Correct.
British
So
touring cars.
why do we not have men and women in here? Because nobody's crying for the men who've lost their jobs. Because guess what? There are no men who have lost their jobs.
Apart from the men that Frank put out of work when he introduced the women.
Because he realised that he wanted boobs and bums in his rant.
Well, I mean, look, here's the thing. There's not necessarily men that are that are making a lot of money off of their bodies, like modeling per se, like women do, showing off their bodies. But, there are men that are fitness models that, do go through the same thing these women go through in the sense that they get older. They can't maintain their looks, right? The same way these women can't maintain their looks. And they may lose their ability to, make money or whatever, right? But I'm just saying, there are men out there who do make money off of, being objectified. Okay, there's not a lot of them, but there are some out there. But with that being said, what I find to be interesting is how, this person is not advocating for these women, right, to, do something that men traditionally do. Like, for example, I guarantee you, she will not be advocating for them to become a plumber, right, or to be construction workers, or to be electricians, right, or to do dirty jobs that actually make society run, right, that have actually helped build civilization that men have done. What she's probably advocating for them to do as women to empower themselves is to be the CEO, right, to be the business owner, okay, to work at, the desk job, to work the glamorous jobs that men work, okay, but she's not going to advocate for these women to get down and dirty and to do not so glamorous work that men have to do in our society. And that's the thing that gets me about feminism, right? They want to do everything a man can do, but they don't want to do the hard jobs that men can do, right? They want to leave that to the men, right? They don't want to go fight no wars. They don't want to do any of that, right? They simply want to do all the glamorous stuff, and then they want to leave the hard stuff to the men, right? They want to turn the men when it comes to something hard. No pun intended, right? But yeah, she'll never advocate though for men to be able to make money off their bodies the same way these girls can make money off their bodies. She will never advocate for that. Never advocate for that.
No, listen. Okay, it's a good debate. I think the whole point of feminism, if I may, as a man, have a view on feminism, I think I can because I'm a feminist, is that women, I thought, should be entitled to make their own choices.
What choices do they have in that environment?
Either to work in it or not. That is the choice they make.
Let me tell you, grid girls at F1, they didn't have any genuine choice. For a start,
they were asked if they wanted to do it, and they get paid a salary to do it.
In that environment.
What are you talking about?
They have no choice as to what they're going to wear, where they're going to stand, what they're going to say.
But they don't have to do it, Beverley. They don't have to do it. I get told to come in every day and wear a suit and put makeup on my face. I don't have to do it.
But men have
I don't have to do it. I can just go and do something else. They can all go and do something else. They do it because they want to do it.
There's not
and now
enough
people like
voices in
you
this
want to
debate.
stop them doing what they want to do. And I think it's unfair. Feminism means they should be able to be grid girls, walk-on girls, dark girls.
There is no equality.
And the GMB viewers agree with me. Let's look at the poll again.
Well, I did my own Twitter poll yesterday, and it came up with a
GMB.
There we are. Where are we? 86%
the people have
of the British public have spoken, and they say, let them carry on.
Facts. Yeah, this woman, yeah, she's not really looking for equality, right? She just doesn't want these women to do things that she thinks makes women look bad, right? They don't want her to be objectified by men, but actually she really doesn't have a problem with that because she lived her whole life and made her whole career off of being objectified by men. And now that she can't be objectified by men, she has a problem with them doing the same thing that she did because she thinks, well, it makes women look bad. Again, I find it amazing how that works. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.